um, our community, I'm part of a community called Camp Nijvelt, which is part of the United Jewish People's Order. A few of us came today to offer our solidarity with the situation you're facing. My parents, my grandparents came to Canada illegally in 1939 on the cusp of World War II to escape the Holocaust. And a bunch of their family died in Auschwitz and other bad conditions in Europe. So many survived. But when they were found by the Canadian authorities here after a few years, the immigration officials, the police, forced them to come week after week to register. They were told, you're going to be sent back to Europe after World War II. It changed when they found out what happened, and that situation, and there's a famous quote from that time where the government said none is too many. When they said, how many Jewish people are you going to let come to Canada? And they said none is too many. And there's a parallel in the context when you have systemic discrimination, the impacts of capitalism and labor export policies in various countries around the world, starving out communities, forcing people to migrate to make money, and with remittances sent back in many countries around the world now, huge proportions of their economies are based on remittances. And like a lot of what's being said, your labor is essential to Canada, and your precarity is essential to Canada, because Canada needs a group of individuals who are overqualified, who are underprivileged in terms of rights, and are on the cusp of can just be deported on a whim because of a political election. Someone said, I heard earlier, there's an election next year, but this is our lives. And it was that situation. And at the time, when families like my family were organizing, the government just deported people. You were in opposition, they deported you, and there was community action to support those individuals who were facing deportation. Oh, thanks. So that's why this action is so important, and that is how you get results. That's what has been the basis of our community. When we came to Brampton, Jewish people were not welcome in Brampton, and we weren't even allowed buying the land. But it was through comrades and through solidarity like we're showing today that another group was able to buy it on our behalf. And that's how we were able to come. Working class children from downtown Toronto who lived in what was a slum called the Ward. They ended up destroying the whole area and making what's now City Hall. But that's where the Jewish people used to live, in Toronto. So now they live up Bathurst, I'm sure many of you know. So anyway, point being, thank you for this. Keep up the struggle. And, as residents of this area, as comrades in the struggle, as a community that has experienced a similar kind of stigmatization, red baiting, red scare, we're honored to be able to stand with you and support you.
I appreciate that. Thank you for your support.